Let's introduce the podium anyway. So we have the winner of the day, Jeffrey Erlings from Honda HRC Petronas. Second on the podium, we have Tim Geiser from Monster Energy Yamaha Factory. And we have Tom Vial from Honda HRC Petronas, third on the podium. The red plate, Lucas Conan is here from Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. First of all, I'm going to start with you, Jeffrey. Massive win, important for the championship as well. And you seem to push first race, second race, you push so hard, even sometimes we scared, but you in the end you make it happen and bounce back from last week.
Yeah, everyone said a good job. I think I did a bad job because for the speed I had, the results are really bad. Like I had the crash yesterday and yeah, had a little mechanical issue, couldn't get the bike started, unfortunately, because I had a crash right on a stone. So it took me a bit of time, but then came from 25 to 9. I was quite fast. At first moto, I was from about 15 to first. That was really good. At second moto, again from P10 to second, and I closed up to Tim, but he had like the perfect lines, and yeah, he almost went through all my tear-offs, passing the other guys. So. And I just couldn't find a way. I felt like I could go faster, but I just couldn't find the spots I was pushing and in the last lap. And he was not making a mistake, so he did a great job. So yeah, 1-2 on the day. I think we did a quite good thing for the championship, even though it's still 14 rounds to go. So it doesn't make too much of a difference yet. But I want to give it up to the whole Honda HSC Petronas, Garibaldi team for the great job they did. We worked very hard together with the entire team and. A lot of Jeps over this weekend, so I'm happy to give them a victory in return for their come. And yeah, looking forward to the next round. Is going to take a little break off now. We're going to have a little break of GPs. I'm planning on doing quite a bit of side races to keep in shape and get better. And we're going to definitely work on the stars. They've been good so far all year. Just this weekend they were a bit off. So yeah, looking forward to it.
And speaking about first race, especially, you seem to be such a diesel as well. Like coming start, you finish as start as you start. You finish as quick as you started. How do you explain that?
Yeah, actually, I just kept going better and better. I just go in kind of a flow, and it just kept going better. And I managed to get a good lines because I was in traffic all the time. So I passed one after another, and you start to pick up on lines and see some spots. And then yeah, at one point, I just had a really good flow. I was lapping 2-3 seconds lap faster than anyone else. And a little bit same on the second moto. But then, once you get to the top 3, top 4, it gets quite difficult to pass, especially when you have like top riders as the guys next to me. You don't pass them so easily. So especially on a tiny track like this. But I think, yeah, I've got a quite good fitness. Work hard for that every single day. So yeah, if I would ever have the stars from Tom or from Prado, I would have had so many more wins. But that's the only negative thing. What I can say about my career, like the injuries and the stars have not always been so great. But at least now I have a great bike. So it's not about the bike. I think we have all the best or one of the best bikes. So so I need to make myself better.
And just one more question. How did you manage to find this double pass before the finish? Because you seem to pass many riders today, when not many riders did it.
No, it was the second moto they adjusted a bit and it was quite easy for others to do it as well. But the first moto, I passed a couple of guys just around the outside, and then just double in front of them. So yeah, like I said, I had to be creative and find a few lines because it wasn't easy. That's the track, the base of the track. So yeah, I did my best.
Okay, thank you very much, Jeffrey, and congratulations for the GP win. We're gonna go with Tim, but first of all, finishing on the podium plus this race win seems like really, really important to you and also the team. What can you tell us about this whole weekend, really?
Yeah, I'm super happy. Really good weekend. I coming into it, I didn't really expect a lot. I had a bad crash last weekend in Riola. Broke some ribs, so I was riding in a lot of pain this weekend. But yeah, I'm super happy. I feel like the fans were just keeping me, especially that second moto, to keep pushing because even the first moto and quali race, beginning was okay, but after I start to feel it quite a lot. So I back it up both motos. I mean, quali and the first one. But second one, when I was in the lead, I just give it my all, and yeah, super happy to get my first moto win with Yamaha. Huge thank you to the team, to everybody around me. We work really hard to be here. So yeah, also to the fans, they were amazing. I think they always create amazing atmosphere over here. So huge thank you to everybody. Yeah.
Mentioning your crash from Sardinia, you came back here. Do you know that having won here many times helped you to come into this weekend, knowing that you know the track, you know what you need to do to win?
Yeah, I would say it's not my favorite track, but definitely favorite race of the year. With the atmosphere, like a feeling like my home GP. So yeah, won quite many times here. So know how to ride around. But yeah, like I said, it was not easy this weekend, but we managed to take some good points before we are heading now to the break of 4 weeks. We're gonna work hard and then came back.
Thank you very much, Tim, and congrats for the race win and the podium. We're going to go with Tom. First of all, congrats for the podium. Second start, maybe he put you in a position when you had to push, but overall you maintained the flow and you managed to make great passes at the end, like 2 quick passes. How was it from the seat?
Yeah, I actually had a pretty bad crash right after the waves. I think mid-moto, probably at 15 minutes. And I went over the bar, so that was, I lost a lot of time. I hurt a little bit my back, and a couple of riders passed me, and I was, I think, in 7 or 8, and I passed Ruben and Pulse at the end. Track was challenging all weekend. I had great start, so that helps a lot, and I felt good all weekend on the bike. Just that second moto, that crash, that's put me a little bit back, and I had to really really work out for in that second moto.
And I was going to ask, watching you ride seems like you always try to find new lines. That puts you in a spot where you have to be creative, but also you have to, I don't know, like constantly adapt. And how tough is that?
Yeah, I actually had a lot of fun this weekend on the track. It was really a slow track. I feel like I probably ride almost all track in second gear. A couple of times I shift to third, but it's really a slow track, really technical. Small bumps, like I mean, there's a little bit of everything, speed and really slow part on the track, and it was pretty fun. I enjoyed our weekend.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Tom,
you.
and congrats for your podium. We're gonna go with Lucas with the red plate. Your first race mistake cost you a few points for sure. Second, you did well, you came back, another little crash, but overall you showed you had the speed. It's just a bit of an off weekend in the end. What can you tell us about it?
Overall, I'm happy I'm here, standing and fit, because coming in, I already expected not much coming in here. Like our top 5 would be good, because I won't say like here, but yeah, whoever knows what about the track, but it's not really my style, and try to get good start and pass early to, yeah, like don't need to pass many people, but 2 crashes in Moto 1, and then second moto I was trying to settle in and being cool, but yeah, somehow I tipped over and then they passed me, so can't complain. I'm healthy, and now we have some weeks off. Gonna go back to work, and yeah, let's see what's coming.
Do you think having to push in first race, you really push hard? Second race, you paid off that or not at all?
I mean, second moto I was just trying to keep my line and don't make a mistake, but yeah, as we know, I went on the deck, so was not good, but the champion is won on the bad day, so I gotta be happy about the second moto and just look forward.
Thank you very much, Lucas. I'm going to ask if there's any question from the media. Yeah.
Question for Lucas. After Raiola, Jeffrey was very complimentary about you, saying that he doesn't even think Jet Lawrence could have run with you in the deep sand. How would you assess his performance today? It looks like you two are going to go for the championship, but there's a lot of respect between you.
Yeah, of course. As riders, we want to beat each other, so we gotta be like. It's hard to give compliments, but I mean, in Riola, I rode fast. Like we know Jeffrey is the best rider in the world for me, so I can't take no for what he said. But I mean, coming in here, I knew these 3 guys were on it. Jeffrey and Tim for sure won the most out here, so I was expecting them to be in front. I was just expecting me to be around them a little bit, but yeah, it's. Yeah.
A question for Jeffrey. That first moto, especially, that was unbelievable. It's been a while since you've been like 2 or 3 or 4 seconds a lap quicker than the guys at the front. How did it feel to pass all them, and when was the last time you felt that good on a bike?
Actually, I did the same as Sardinia. If you take away Lucas, so it's not just so it's just he was just good there. But yeah, it was good because especially on this track, it's hard to make big margin. Like yesterday in time practice, I think there was like 4 riders within 0.1. So it's really close. But definitely, I've been on KTM for a long time, and I felt like the bike helped me quite a bit on this track. For me, that was not just because I'm now on the rider, but I truly believe the bike was a bit better this weekend because I was also on the KTM always a bit, this wasn't the easiest tracks for me. So we definitely gained on that. And I feel like I'm just super motivated. Like everybody say, why are you still doing this? You're 17 years, but hey man, I still love it. And I still have so much passion for it. And then if I get a win, I just get so hyped up and it makes me train even harder the next week, And if I get beat, it depends on how I get beat. Like if I got beat in Sardinia, I got beat because I wasn't the fastest guy and they beat me straight up. And then I'm all fine with it. Sometimes you're a bit unlucky when you get beat or whatever, but it's going to be a difficult year because it's not just Lucas. There's also Tim and Romain. There's so many guys who can be in between, Even if you have a small off day and you finish P10, like all the guys in front of you, the other 9 are still probably GP winners at World Championship. Like the class is so stacked right now. I think it's really good for the sport. It's good for the TV. It's good for everyone because it will bring a lot of people watching. Like back in the days, like also when I was winning with over a minute or Tony, it was quite boring, I think, to watch. And people always want to see some rivalry. And maybe the way Hayden Deegan puts on rivalries a bit too much for the Europe side, but that's what people want to see, And that's what makes people come to racing.
Question for Tim as well. First race win on the Yamaha. That's pretty big. How hard were you pushing in that second moto? You were really applying the pressure to Lucas, and then at the end there, Jeffrey was coming, but it looked like you were close to the limit. How hard were you pushing?
I would say I was not making a lot of mistakes. I was pushing way more than the first moto. We did some changes on the bike, and I felt straight away way better. So I was able to push. But yeah, I felt like I was riding quite okay, not making many mistakes. But definitely we were going until the end, because Jeffrey was coming and I wanted to win, so I was pushing as well, yeah.
Hi guys. Does anybody have an opinion on the track preparation? It seemed like it was softer this year. Was it better for racing?
I would say definitely better today. Yesterday was really no lines in the corner, so it was quite hard. They did definitely a better job for today's races. At least there was some lines in the corner. But I feel like they push the insides really close to the outside, so they make the track really narrow. I feel like that. And obviously, yeah, on the end, it's the same for everyone. But like with the 450s, it's definitely not the easiest track to ride.
Jeffrey, that's 6 wins here now. Tim said that Arco is one of the best GPs of the year for atmosphere. Would you agree? Or is it obviously good for you too?
For him, yeah, because complete Slovenia is out there supporting him. But for me, yeah, the atmosphere is good. But me, I'm just here for one reason. I'm here to ride. I honestly, that's what I like so much, like just the riding part, and I don't look too much about the other things around. But it's just really important, to have a lot of fans coming to the track. But for me, there's some tracks which have that kind of things like Lommel, Arnhem, this one. There's like the Italian rounds, often like just 5, 6, 7 races a year, which are quite hyped up. And Arco was like the first quite big one, because Spain is quite far for everyone. Argentina, same with. Swiss is quite a special one. So I think it's good to have it on the calendar. And regarding your question about the track, I think they could have prepped it a bit better. I think the rain really helped it because yesterday was hard and slick. But like the outs, like when you see everyone using the same line, you would like rebuild the lines people are not using. So at least people would, like riders could get use that line. But unfortunately, I didn't see much of that. So I I think that could still be improved. Obviously, the tracks are not as wide as in America, whereas like 10 lines in a turn and it's like 15 meters wide. So also I know it's not the easiest place to work as a track builder, but definitely could have a little improvement.
Jeffrey, obviously this all sport is a mental game, and Lucas had some motos that have just been phenomenal this year. How important was it to get a little bit of that mental game back today?
I just look at it like this is not like it's like an endurance race. It's not a hyped up moto thing. You know, we're down to 57 motos, and the thing is, you have to be there every time. I don't want to be disrespectful to Romain, but definitely Tim last year was leading the championship, and also Lucas was faster. But Romain was the guy winning the championship because he was always there, always consistent. Not the fastest, but and that's how Ryan Dungey has won many championships. And I feel like on my day I can still be the fastest. Like today, I don't want to be cocky or arrogant, but I feel like I had the most speed. So, but also there's days like in Sardinia when I'm not the fastest, and then I'm okay to just go 2-2, take the 44 points, go home safe. And you know, there's in this field, it's so stacked. So like you see, I had a bad moto yesterday. I finished 9. Today, Lucas had a bad moto. He finished like 11, 12. So and then the key can go quick. So being there every weekend is the key.
Thank you very much. The four of you, we're going to ask you to stand up for a group photo and start the press conference of the MX2 and the MX250 press conference of the MXGP of Trentino. We have Sasha Quenen from Red Bull KTM Factory Racing, who won the GP. Guillaume Fares, second on the podium for Triumph Racing Factory. We have Mathis Valin from Kawasaki Racing Team. We have the red plate in MX2, Simon Langenfelder from Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. And we have the winner in EMX2, Jake Cannon from Venom Bud Racing Kawasaki. We are going to start with Sasha. First of all, you seem very much in control, even though you said, I think I heard you didn't feel that great, but you felt in control this weekend. You had a little moment at the end, but what can you tell us about this weekend overall with a 1-1-1, 2-hole shot? Looked pretty good.
Yeah, I'm really happy to win the 3 motos today, and first moto took a good start, took the whole shot, and Mathis in my back all the moto and made a gap in the middle of the race, and then I just cruised and won the moto, so that was good. And second one was feeling a bit better, was having a better flow, and I led all the laps till 3 laps to go. I made a big mistake, I crashed, and I didn't like that corner at all, but I managed to win also, so that was fine.
Do you think that having this consistency, like at last, like this 1-1-1 for a weekend, helps you in terms of confidence and also for the championship, knowing that, okay, this is things you can do?
No, it's the first time I win all 3 motos, so I'm really happy to win them all, and I feel good.
Thank you very much, Sasha. I will go with Guillaume. Great bounce back, if I can say, but you did well in Sardinia. But now you're on the podium and you push the full weekend, 2-2-2, 3-2. How did you feel from your seat, really?
I was alright. I mean, it was hard to feel good on this track, especially yesterday. I think like today it was a bit better. But it was a good weekend, solid, good points every single moto. Just got a little bit stuck in the first moto behind Mathis. I was trying to pass. I was trying everything, but I couldn't really pass him. Second moto, I got a terrible start. Was buried, and I had to really work my ass off to get to second. And by the time I got to second, I didn't even see Sasha. So, it was alright. We salvaged the weekend and took some good points. And my bike's great. My team is doing a great job, so I'm happy.
Do you think if the start were here, you could have pushed for the win?
Who knows? I mean,
speed.
It's hard to say it, but for sure I would have tried to follow Sasha and see, but was a track that it was really difficult to pass, especially. I mean, first moto we were all 3 together for quite a while, and it's really hard to pass. And I mean, I think you could see it also in the 450 class. It was pretty one line, especially first moto with the rain and stuff. Second moto, I think it was a bit better, but still it was difficult track for passing.
Well, thank you very much, Game, and congrats for the podium.
Thank you.
Mathis, first podium of the season. It's a good confident boost, probably for the season. How was it from your seat, really, this whole weekend?
Yeah, yesterday was quite tough. Track was really dry, so there was not having lines and everything, so I was quite struggling, like everyone, I think. And yeah, today they make a better job, and I think with the rain, it helped. So first moto was really great. I had a good start, and then yeah, just having my flow, I could manage P2. Was, as you said, hard to pass. I came back a little bit in the back of Sasha, but couldn't pass. And yeah, second moto was a tough one for me. Had a pretty good start, but then Everts crashed, so was a bit blocked behind. So I was needed to push and come back to P7. So not so happy about the second one, but we're still on the box.
Did you know anything about the podium run in the second race? Did you know anything from the pit lane that because you had to push and it seemed like you pushed to get this important point for the podium?
Yeah, no, I didn't knew. They didn't tell me. I was just like, I need to push. I need to do the best moto to finish on the box, and yeah, was pretty close from the P6, but couldn't manage. So no, but overall was quite a good weekend. We go step by step.
Thank you very much, Mathis, and congrats for the podium. Simon, first of all, on the positive side, second race you showed up and you really you showed that your normal speed, usual speed to get this important point for the championship. What can you tell us about the second race? And also, I'll come to the first race later on. But
yeah, in the second race, I started to feel a bit better again. I was struggling a bit. We were always changing clicks here and there, and then in that second race I said, hey, just put that choke out and give me my normal one, and then it started to go upwards again. But yeah, I was struggling to get a good feeling and to push to have traction, but yeah, in that second race was better. I anyway needed to push quite hard to get third, but yeah, some weekends better, some worse.
So what happened in first race really, because you didn't seem to have the usual speed, let's say?
I didn't felt comfortable. I couldn't push. I was just surviving. I don't know. It was really strange. Those moments I don't have often, but no, I was just not there.
And a question. Before the first race, there was this massive rain coming on. Did you expect that? Did you prepare about it? How does it work?
I don't even know how to prepare for, but yeah, I was just using my normal tear-offs and everything was going, let's say, okay. I was just way off.
All right, thank you very much, Simon, and congrats for keeping the red plate. Let's go with Jake. Jake, first win of the season. You pushed super hard in first race already. I think this massive pass in the last corner really helped you today. Overall, you were super solid, 2-2. And first win for you in the 250. How was it?
Yeah, first win for me, and both motors were really good. I fought hard till the end, and I was lucky not to come down in the first race on the first corner. But yeah, I fought all the way through, and I had to be a bit creative to pass as the track was getting a bit sketchy. But yeah, both motos I fought hard, made some good passes, and was a consistent weekend, which was what I was looking for. So,
and last year you showed that you had the speed, you were there, but you're much more consistent this year. I mean, you've been here on the podium a lot this year. What change is there? Bike, the team, yourself?
I think I'm a bit more. My preseason was really good. I was a bit more ready coming into this, and I think I just believe in myself a bit more. Last year I was struggling with confidence and just not believing in myself, being at the front, and this year I've really stepped it up, and I know I can be the guy in the MX class, but yeah, I'm still learning.
Well, thank you very much, Jake, and well done for this win.
Thank you.
Is there any question from the media? No? But in that case, thank you, all of you. Congratulations.